Hey Colleen.
Hey John.
Where are we at?
We're at the Be Our Guest, Be Our Guest restaurant here at the Magic Kingdom in Disney World, Orlando, Florida. And we decided to kind of share 3 different meals. We had, I think it's the roast beef. Is that what that was? Or pulled pork?
No,
maybe?
it was roast
Braised beef, I think.
Braised beef.
Hold on,
Braised pork.
We've got a menu right here.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was the braised pork.
Braised pork.
Yes, slow cooked pork with vegetables, bacon, served in mashed potatoes and green beans.
Okay, and you got?
I got the carved turkey sandwich. It had a Dijon mustard on it, arugula. It was by far the best, I think, of all 3.
Yeah, and I got the roast beef. And what we did is we actually split it up to give everybody a taste and form some opinions about our food experience. And I guess I'll start off with Colleen to give her thoughts. Obviously, she already picked her favorite.
Yes, the carved turkey sandwich was the best. It was delicious. The roast beef sandwich that John got was good. It's really good, but I've already been spoiled by the turkey sandwich, so it's nothing fantastic. It is really fresh ingredients. They have it on a French baguette. Good. Michelle's braised beef, pork, whatever it was.
She's got a sandwich in her hand for a reason.
Was basically a bowl of fat. Though, I will say the mashed potatoes were a delight, as were the green beans. But the meat itself, I'd give it a pass. Get the carved turkey.
And your thoughts?
I agree. Well, I actually like the roast beef better than the turkey. But yeah, the braised pork is pretty much all fat.
Let's take a look gander.
Moved around a little bit.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on? You said you like the roast beef better.
I do like the roast beef. It's good. I don't know.
A lot of flavors.
It's got a hint.
It's not Arby's, right?
Yeah, it's not Arby's, and the horseradish isn't overpowering because I don't like horseradish normally. So it was very good, not fatty, which I appreciate after eating that.
I, for one, love Arby's and would rather go to Arby's than eat this roast beef.
A woman with a fine palate. Well, my take on it was, again, I'm going to concur, I guess, with everybody on this guy right there. That braised pork, whatever we're calling that thing, it looked really good in the picture, but I got to say that the execution is lacking significantly. I think I'm extremely disappointed, actually, and thank God we got the sandwiches to counterbalance that. I think the best part for me is obviously the green beans. I'm a big fan of green beans, but those were good. Otherwise, I think it's just a big pile of mush, and that's a shame because you think about the atmosphere and the experience, and it's been wonderful. Otherwise. But again, kind of disappointed by that. As far as the sandwiches, from my standpoint, the turkey definitely is my favorite. But I gotta just preface that I'm definitely more of a turkey guy than I would say be a roast beef guy. So I guess that's, if you had to choose, you heard 2 different opinions from the ladies over there. Colleen's idea of roast beef is Arby's. Michelle's is probably a little bit more refined, I hope. And again, Colleen tends to like lunch meat sandwiches as well, so that might be the other thing here. So, as I'm suggesting here, is our palates are maybe not be that refined, but what'd you think?
Well, what were the 3 things we were?
Oh yeah, so as we start to do these reviews, we started thinking about things we could judge on for consistency. A couple of things we had in mind were, number 1, food quality, taste, and all that. 2 was atmosphere, and we'll get into that. And then the last one was really value. So really, when we say value, what we mean is, do we feel like it was worth it? And that can mean a lot of different things, whether it be the price, it could be the value exchange. So I guess from my standpoint, I'll start off and I'll say the food. Again, we kind of touched on it inside. The food was okay, especially the turkey sandwich, probably the best in my opinion. Michelle's was almost unedible, unfortunately.
So it really just depends on what you get.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that was a bummer. I don't know, Michelle, you really want to touch on your food again if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, the green beans, delicious. The potatoes, delicious. The meat sat there on the plate because it was fat.
But again, that was just yours. I think our sandwiches were good, and the turkey was awesome. So when you bring that to value, and I brought the receipt right here, each meal was about $12 on average, a little under or a little over, depending on what you get. So $12 plus we got 3 drinks, I believe. All came to $44.04. So that's an expensive meal, especially if you have children with you. Of course, children's meals are a little less expensive, but still, it's going to add up fast. My sandwich I felt was completely worth it. It was huge, it was delicious, it was fresh. I would pay, you know, 10, 20 bucks for that meal. For her meal, it was crap, it should have been comped. So it just depends on what you get.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you think? Food? You had all 3.
I would go with probably a 2.
Oh, okay.
Just because mine really was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I would give it a 4, just because 2 out of 3 meals were just fantastic. And then, you know,
just there.
Even the side dishes on yours were really good. So I would give it a 4.
I would give it a 3. I think that you know, unfortunately, maybe my expectations were set a little too high. But I think that the food really did let me down. I think that anytime you have to have some, but not all of the food good, is a problem for consistency. So I think definitely a 3 is a fair number for that.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. What about in terms of atmosphere?
Atmosphere was killer. It was really cool.
Yeah, some of the cool things that we noticed was, you know, there was snow falling inside, and in the background, the rooms are really set up to really make you feel like you're almost in the movie. So that was kind of cool.
There's a room is in the west wing with the flower petals and everything is falling in that little glass thing. We were in the ballroom. The chandeliers are beautiful. You think Bella's just gonna pop out one of the doors, and behind the windows there's snow and like an enchanted forest.
Yeah. Another cool thing about atmosphere, though, is the speed, and this is probably something that goes into really the value of it, but the speed of which it came out. So one of the things we didn't do, we walk in, you order your food, then you just go sit down. Well, we have the magic band things on, and then magically somebody shows up with our food. I don't know how necessarily that happens, but I thought that was really cool, and it was really quick too. Maybe that's why her food was so bad, but you know, who knows?
Well, and also we should preface this for people who don't know what these magic bands are. It's Disney's new way of doing the fast passes. They're the key to your rooms. Anybody who's staying here on the Disney resort, these are your keys to everything. For anybody who does not have the wristband, if you're just coming to enjoy the park for a day, they do have what's called a magic rose, and it's like kind of like those little things you get when you're waiting at the Olive Garden or any other place. But what's cool about them is that you take it to your table and they magically know where to bring your food to. Don't really know how it works. Some kind of GPS system, I guess.
Yeah. So overall value, I guess on a scale of 1 to 5, did we touch on atmosphere? I think I'm a 5 for the atmosphere. I think it was amazing.
5.
Joe?
I would go with a 4.
Wow, we got the dissenter. We got the
She
dissenter.
didn't like the darkness.
I didn't like the darkness.
She's jaded by the food.
I am.
So I guess from a value standpoint, taking all this into the home run, I think from a value standpoint, I'd probably give it a 3. Again, I think the food is actually reasonably priced, but again, I'm disappointed by the fact that one of our 4 or 3 meals was kind of pretty bad. So,
Are we talking about all around value?
Yeah.
My all around experience, I give it a 4 because I thought it was pretty darn good.
Michelle?
I give it a 3. Just
Wow.
So I guess the average rate would be a 3.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for watching.
You guys are a hard sell.
Yeah, we're not a hard sell. We just expect
a lot from Disney.
From Disney.
And
All right,
a lot.
fair enough.
So, but thanks for watching, and we'll have more videos. Thank you.
Bye.